All right, everybody, welcome back to the bench. This week in our affordable rifle series build, as we've gone over before, we've kind of gone over all the components and stuff like that we want to go for. Now, we did not use a lot of the inexpensive or cheaper components because I personally don't like running my rifles that way, but we did go over them. So you can always check those out in the previous videos and do all of that. Second of all, a huge thank you to Brownells. They're an awesome company. They did send out a lot of these products. They sent out a lot of cool stuff, and I can't thank them enough for that. So huge shout out to Brownells. So when it comes to optics, we have a couple of choices. We have red dots that I really like, and I much prefer a red dot over a lot of other things. And then we can kind of go in the direction of LPVOs, which every experience I've had with an inexpensive LPVO, I went over to Primary Arms a couple of days ago. They did not allow me to record in their showroom, but I went over there a few days ago, and I was looking through some of their optics that they have. Their cheaper line, their I think they call it the SLX line. All of them at 1X have had a fisheye. Sitting in there looking, they've told me that yeah, their cheaper line does have a little bit of a fisheye. It's the 1X that's not the best part about their LPVOs, that it is the higher end magnification. It's where you're able to do this and that. And I get it. I understand it. I would not want that for me if I were to have an LPVO. If I were to have an LPVO, I would be pissed if I had a crappy 1X, right? Like that's where I'd be a little bit annoyed. So I was sitting there and I'm like, well, I don't want a junky LPVO with a crappy 1X. Like if I'm going to get an LPVO, I'm going to use it for LPVO things. It's a low power variable optic. If you can't make a good optic at 1X and at 6X, then I don't know if I would want it. Like maybe you would run an offset red dot or something like that. But then at that point, it's like, why are you even doing that? You know, just red dot magnifier at that point. So here's where I'm at. I think I'm going to go with a mid-level LPVO, mid-level, like the GLX line. When I looked through those, they didn't have a fisheye in there. So I think I might look at one of those. But until then, I want to run a red dot and magnifier combo. Now I like these Holosun. These are the 403 gold dots. I've had this one for 5 years. This one has sat on the ScalarWorks mount for the better part of like a year and a half. I absolutely love this thing. This is a beefy, bomb-proof little optic, and it works really, really, really well. I've never had a problem with it. I don't even know if I have like a parallax issue. And I'm kind of afraid to pick up a new one because I know the second I do, this thing will probably junk out on me. But I've had it for, I want to say 5, coming on 6 years, or maybe 4 going on 5 years now. And it is a really, really good little tank of an optic, especially for, I think right now you can pick up these gold dots for like 160 on Brownells. Like they're that cheap. That's how cheap they are. So I think I'm going to go with this, and I'm going to grab the Juliet magnifier because I want to be able to take this thing out to some distance. Now, Juliet has a 4X magnifier that actually looks really good. I was looking through a Juliet at a gun shop. Looks fantastic. Now that gun shop wanted $400 for a Juliet magnifier, which you can buy on Euro Optic for like $200. So actually, I think it's 180 on Euro Optic, and it has free shipping. So I'm going to do that. Also, I will drop links to all these things down below over on Reddit. So if you guys go, there will be a link down below to Reddit, and then just head over there, and there will be links to all of these things that I'm talking about. So there will be links to the K-Spec BCG, to the handguard, to everything that I run on this. There will be links to that for whatever you guys want. Getting in line with the red dot and magnifier, I want to have another option for those of you who like LPVOs. I'm not going to buy a junk LPVO. It's not going to happen. $200 to $300 LPVOs just are not my thing. You know, I've looked through many of them. I think maybe Griffin might have one that might be plausible. But even then, their rings are horribly expensive. Vortex, now a lot of people said stay away from the PST Gen 2, Gen 3. I don't know why, because the PST Gen 2 1 to 6, the Viper line, I think is what it's called, that is a very good optic. Every time I've ever looked through one of those, it has a perfect 1X, has a perfect 6X. The glass is, I mean, unbelievably clear. So maybe it's just me, but I think that would be a very good mid-tier option, starting around $500 to $600, depending on where you can get them at. And then I think I have a couple of different 55 grain loads, because this is a 1 in 9 twist, so I wanted to test out some lighter stuff to see if it liked any of the lighter stuff. So we have some 53 grain VMAX, and then I have some 50 grain VMAX, and I have some 55 grain Freedom munitions, and there's a couple other ones. I gotta look around and find them, but I have some pretty lightweight bullets that I have on order, and then I have a Black Hills 52 grain open tip match round that we're going to try. So that I think would be some good baselines for, I mean, the Freedom Munitions is obviously going to perform like junk, but that'll be some good baselines for a lot of good data on how accurate this barrel could be if we needed to squeeze accuracy out of it, and that will be run with a 4-16 power scope. So you guys let me know what you think. This is just kind of a short video. I'm sorry I'm throwing it together, and this is just brain blast unedited stuff. So I don't even think I'm really going to edit this video, other than maybe add an intro and an outro. But other than that, you guys let me know what you think. I'm sorry that my brain was scatterbrained, but I wanted to get you guys something this week and maybe talk about it in the comments, and we'll see what's going on. Maybe we can work some cool stuff out. So you guys let me know what you think. As always, I love you guys. Be a hoodlum.